You're live.
Alive at last.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Okay. So the theme for this live was 1960s Gothic horror. The options were Eyes Without a Face, The Innocents, The Haunting, and The Curse of the Crying Woman. And with 40% of the votes, Eyes Without a Face won.
Les Yeux sans visage.
Had you seen all of these movies?
Not The Curse of the Crying Woman. I threw that in there. Wanted a little representation because we have France, the UK, the US, and Mexico, and these Gothic horror selections from the 60s. Eyes Without a Face is a favorite of mine, so I've seen that the most. It's been years since I've seen The Innocents and The Haunting, so I'll have to find excuses to rewatch those, but yeah.
Which one did you vote for?
The Innocents. It's based on one of my favorite Henry James novellas, The Turn of the Screw. I believe that was adapted by Capote, if I remember correctly, and I love Deborah Carr in it.
What is Eyes Without a Face about? A surgeon causes a car accident which leaves his daughter disfigured and goes to extreme lengths to give her a new face. That's basically it.
That is it. It's based on a novel by someone named Jean Redon, which I've not read. It's famously adapted by Pierre Brasseur and Thomas Narcejac, who were the scribes behind Diabolique, which is a classic. If you've never seen it, that's worth it. And of course, the French loved Hitchcock, and they wrote the script Vertigo for him.
I had not seen this film before.
You have not.
I have not.
But I love it.
You own it on Criterion.
Oh, of course. Yeah, for a long time now.
I think it's excellent.
Obviously, highly influential. It was controversial at the time, mainly for a scene of a face being cut off of a woman. I think it has a really odd tagline, something like beautiful women were the victims of his fiendish facials. Sounds really dirty.
So the film opens with this woman driving in a car on a dark road, and what we learn is Paris. And this lady dumps a body.
And it's not just a lady, it's Alida Valli.
Playing Louise. So she dumps the body, which of course is like your first clue that something sinister is happening. The police find the body, and they believe it's this woman named Christiane, who's the daughter of a famous surgeon, played by Pierre Brasseur.
Yeah.
Is he a notable actor?
Oh, yeah. We'll get into this was directed by Georges Franju, by the way. And this was his second film. And Pierre Brasseur also played a doctor in his previous narrative debut, Head Against the Wall. But he, lots of classic French cinema, notably Les Enfants du Paradis, The Children of Paradise by Marcel Carné. If you've never seen that, that is, I highly recommend that film as well. But yeah, he's a notable figure in French cinema.
So the police suspect it's this surgeon's daughter because the surgeon's daughter has gone missing. So they call him into the station to identify the body. He goes and says, yes, that's my daughter. And this man has a funeral for her. But the gag is his daughter is not missing. She's actually at his house. He's been operating on her because he got into an accident, a car accident with his daughter in the car that resulted in her face being disfigured.
Not off by rats, we're told.
So he has been kidnapping women, abducting women, cutting off their faces, and trying to transplant them onto his daughter's face, and has not been successful. So that initial body we saw was actually one of the victims, not his daughter, which is crazy as hell.
Well, what's crazy is the cops think it could be his kid because she disappeared from the clinic after her accident, and this woman has similar facial injuries, although the police are like, it looks like her face was removed with a scalpel. And but they also call the father of another missing woman, the actual father. That shit's dark.
Well, because when the surgeon goes to the police station or the morgue, wherever, to identify his daughter, there's another man there whose daughter is missing.
Mhm.
And we find out that that body in the morgue is his daughter. So when the doctor leaves, he's like, I understand you identified your daughter as, like, are you sure it's your daughter? Because I really am hoping they find mine. And that surgeon is rude to that man. He says, funny that you think I should comfort you.
You still have hope.
You still have hope that your daughter's out there. That's diabolical because he knew that that was his daughter dead to that bed.
Pierre Brasseur is such a dick in this.
Before I tell the ending, so the daughter, Christiane, she's played by
Edith Scobb, who you might recognize as an older woman. She played Isabelle Huppert's mother, her very needy mother in Things to Come, also an excellent film. And Leos Carax does a direct callback to Edith, who starred in his film Holy Motors with the mask and all.
probably the most iconic thing about this movie is that mask. It's brilliant. We do see her without the mask one time. I thought her face looks like when you grill sausage and you get those black, like a red sausage that has black lines on it.
Yeah.
But that perfect mask is haunting.
Yeah, apparently John Carpenter said that was the inspo for Michael Myers' mask. Obviously, Pedro Almodovar is making direct reference with something like The Skin I Live In. Yeah, this film caused quite a stir.
It fits very well.
Mm-hmm.
So in some, shot in black and white, watching it in HD, but still, like from some angles with certain lighting, it looks like it could be her face.
Shot by the cinematographers Eugene Shuftan, who would win an Oscar only 2 years later for his work as cinematographer on The Hustler, the Paul Newman film.
So Louise, the woman from the opening who dumps his body, she is the assistant to the surgeon. So she's helping him abduct and perform these surgeries on these women.
She's basically a honeypot.
Why is she helping him? Because we understand that she was disfigured and the doctor replaced her face.
Mm-hmm.
And I will say I'm confused with her situation because when we see her scar, it almost looks like the doctor gave her an entirely new head. But then the daughter says something like, well, you had good results because you didn't need
a whole new face,
an entire face.
Mm-hmm.
But the way it's shown, I'm confused. Like, well, what did he do then? Because it literally looks like she put on a full head mask.
And she, notably because of that, the neck scars, wears a pearl choker. We need to talk about, after you finish it, but some of the themes of when and how these people are covering up their scars.
So the doctors abducting these women, performing these experiments, dumping the bodies. He also has a huge kennel. He lives in this big mansion. He has this huge kennel filled with dogs.
And they're, yeah.
And they never stop barking.
We focused on some German shepherds quite a bit too, which was giving me Nazi vibes, kind of what he's doing.
Well, he's experimenting on those dogs.
Yeah, it's like Joseph Mengele. Yeah.
Trying to perfect his procedure. Also, after the opening scene, we see the doctor giving, like, he's an educator, so he's, I'm assuming, talking to medical students or other doctors about his research and basically saying that transplanting, this organ, skin, onto another person, rejection is a big issue. Like, the body rejects the organ. Yeah,
because I think it says something about, again, it's 1960, but the radiation that's required will kill humans. So the only other method is exsanguination, draining of the blood.
Yeah. Okay. So this daughter, Christiane, clearly has gone through a lot of physical and mental / emotional trauma. And she's in this big mansion, just floating around, depressed.
I think that her dresses were designed by Givenchy.
Oh,
her dresses look fabulous.
They do. And she is aware of what her father's doing. But I think she's crippled with her own trauma that she's kind of just there. And at a point, she asks Louise, the assistant, to just kill her.
Yeah, she has to be euthanized. Give me that injection he gives to the dogs when the experiments fail.
So the beginning of the climax is that the surgeon, of course, he has a clinic and there are other doctors there. And there's this younger doctor who used to be the boyfriend of the daughter.
Jacques, is that his name?
And he believes that his girlfriend is missing. So she's gone. But
as in still alive, because somebody keeps calling him mysteriously and whispering his name.
yeah, so he's suspicious because of the phone calls and some other things. So he contacts the authorities and says, you might want to sniff around the surgeon because I think something's weird. So what does law enforcement do? They employ a decoy.
Mhm.
So they find this woman and tell her, hey, there's this basically like a serial killer abducting these women, killing them, and they all sort of have similar aesthetics.
Mhm.
So it's very Ted Bundy. And they ask her, do you want to do it? Okay. All right. We have to lighten your hair and then we're good to go.
I mean, that's
And you're going to check into the hospital and you're going to have these
migraines, girl.
like fibromyalgia, like some generic thing no one can detect.
Mhm.
So she goes in there and the doctor is working on her and I can't figure out what's wrong with her, and then abducts her because she's perfect. She has the perfect face.
Well, he has Alida Valli pulls up.
Yeah.
Because to leave his clinic, because notably his clinic and his mansion are
Nearby,
but in the south, it's also a plot point that they're not in Paris. They're in the suburbs. They're out in the boonies.
So this poor decoy gets taken to the mansion to be experimented on, and law enforcement lose track of her.
Yeah.
They're just sitting in their office eating donuts, smoking cigarettes. I don't know what they were doing, but they lost track of her. And right as the doctor is about to cut open the decoy's face, that younger doctor, Jacques,
Mhm.
calls them hey, she's gone. So y'all might want to find her. So they rush to the doctor's mansion and interrupt him before he can cut into her. And this is where...
Well, the clinic. They're checking out for her.
They go to the clinic and that pulls the doctor from his mansion. So while the doctor is indisposed, Christiane, the disfigured daughter, I suppose she's had somewhat of an awakening, but she decides to help because she's sitting in the operating room while her dad is about to cut this lady's face off.
Mm-hmm.
So when the dad leaves, the daughter releases the decoy. She cuts her strap and lets her leave. She then goes and releases all of those dogs. He also has a bunch of birds in a cage, which I thought was a fun scene because she's letting the birds go.
I love how that's shot. Yeah.
But the final scene is the doctor comes back and realizes something's not right. And those dogs, starting with the German Shepherd, attack and kill him.
Mm-hmm. Tear his face off.
The end.
He's just desserts. And she, like a freed bird herself, wanders off into the nightgown, or with her nightgown into the forest with a dove on her shoulder.
There's so much I liked about this movie. The story is very simple, and I like that so I'm not familiar with this director.
Georges Franju, yeah.
But I'm assuming he's not known as a horror director.
He is. He's primarily best remembered for this
film. I mean prior to this film.
No, his film before this is Head Against the Wall. And as I mentioned, Pierre Brasseur stars as it's kind of a troubled youth film, the son of a wealthy man is kind of rebel without a cause, and for his behavior, his bike riding and his nasty behavior, he gets sent to an asylum basically, and it feels a little One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest from there.
But the point I was trying to make is that it feels like a serious dramatic filmmaker making a horror film.
Yeah, I think he commented that he thought this was a film about anguish.
Well, it's no fuss. It's not relying on cheap scares. I love the score.
Oh yeah, the score. Maurice Jarre, who has done many American films, including 2 Sigourney Weaver movies, Gorillas in the Mist and The Year of the Living Dangerously. I love it's kind of got a carnivalesque tone, because whenever Alida Valli is hunting, I mean, that's when it really is apparent, and I love it.
Well, the score's kind of minimal. It's not at those moments in a traditional horror film where it's the score is leading me to some tension.
Mm-hmm.
This film is not doing that. It's pretty quiet, except when the hunting is occurring, and then it's this. Yeah, it's carnival music.
It's kind of, there's a queasiness to it of just ugh.
I love the look of it.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Yeah, it's very chic. And then the more horrific moments, I mean, I think, watching this movie 65 years after it was released, the first time we see him cutting into that first woman, well, it's the only woman we see him cutting into. It's pretty... I mean, it's not shocking, obviously, we just watched Cannibal Holocaust, but it's, for the time, I'm sure, because Psycho,
They're also 1960. Yeah.
where people were passing out and throwing up and inducing labor off of that shower scene. I can only imagine what people thought of that face cutting scene.
You know, it's interesting because I've seen this several times, and this is the first time I noticed when Juliette Mayniel plays the Swiss woman whose face we see get cut off. She kills herself. She takes a dive off of the top floor of the doctor's mansion after they chase her around in it. And it's weird because they keep her alive.
That's the first victim?
The second that we see. The Swiss woman that
the one who she convinces her that like I have cheap room and board for you.
Mm-hmm. But when she kills herself, we see a close up on her eyes and we see the pupils wavering like as she's dying, because Hitchcock always hated that about Psycho, how he didn't realize what to do with Janet Leigh's like her pupils don't dilate in the death scene in Psycho. And I think that he always hated that he didn't realize ahead of time that I think it's something called belladonna. I think that they give people to dilate, or we're giving people to dilate their eyes for cinema. But anyway.
When we see the doctor cutting that skin, though, his lines aren't very clean. I'm sure there was difficulty because I'm sure they were cutting into some real.
He doesn't seem very exact. Yeah.
Yeah. And he's sweating his ass off. The assistant, Louise.
Love Louise.
I really want to understand, what did she have done?
Well, I like that it's kind of ambiguous. And what I also like about the script is the details we get are kind of peripheral but haunting. And she's, kind of
sure, but like it looks like she's wearing one of those breastplates that like you wear like a turtleneck.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I feel like I need to know what he did for her that he can't reproduce on his daughter. Like he successfully did something for Louise. He just didn't give her a nose job. She's not killing bitches off a nose job. Like he totally reconstructed her head.
No, she's basically in indentured servitude
right.
to him.
So I think that he did something major. So that's why I'm confused.
But what's interesting about her? So she wears that choker and she takes it off ostensibly to show the audience. But she's like, "Oh, see the scars even fading on me with the work you've done." And that doc, he's like, puts that choker back on her. And the first time we see Edith Scobb, she's not wearing her mask and her face is down in her chaise lounge, and she turns to look at her dad and he shoves her face down in the pillow and he's like, "Your mask." It's like, why can't they just be comfortable at home? Like, do you have to have the choker and the mask on when no one can see you?
Well, I mean, she's probably repulsive. Like, could you please put this on?
But Louise looks directly at her several times without the mask. Like, we don't see as the audience.
Well, I'm assuming she felt like it would make you more comfortable if I don't have to see you like this. So it's more for you than me. But also I have to eat lunch later, so could you cover your face up?
Yeah, she's just in her bedroom, and here comes Alida Valli with the mask.
The law enforcement, they are raggedy.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you think they would have kept like 24-hour watch on her?
I don't know. Well, at least be aware when she's checking out so that they can follow her. They're like, this woman's wearing heels and you have to walk 15 minutes in the gravel to the bus stop.
So the doctor's obsession with fixing his daughter made me feel, the biggest thing I felt from this story is the lengths people will go to satisfy like some guilt they have or some obligation. Like the way people will justify the things they do that are wrong. This doctor is disfiguring other people's daughters.
Yes.
Basically torturing them because he keeps them alive to do other experiments, I presume.
Yeah, like with the dogs.
Then kills them and dumps their bodies like a piece of trash.
Yeah.
So what happened to his daughter, he's doing to other people's daughters, but exponentially worse, all in the name of helping this young lady who, even if that transplant would have worked, she still would have been broken. And her life is ruined. He faked her death to try to hide one of the murders. So now this lady probably he tells her, so she gets the transplant, it looks great. And he's like, well, for starters, you should probably go away for a long time. And I'm assuming his thought was maybe if she travels to another country and
come back as his long lost niece or something.
Or meets someone and like gets to start a new life.
Well, she's in love with Jacques.
But she can't be with Jacques.
But the dad, Pierre Brasseur, tells her like, "Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to pull him aside. I'm gonna have to pull him aside and fill him in eventually." Like he's willing to do that for her.
I just saw a story on Instagram of this man, this 39-year-old man who broke up with his ex. I'm assuming this is real because they have pictures and like amounts this person spent. But this person underwent 37 different cosmetic procedures to alter his look.
And she still didn't want his ass?
Well, because she broke up with him and got a restraining order.
Okay.
So he did all
this. To fool her.
To fool her. And then, but she ended up finding out and notifying the authorities, and then he got in trouble based on what I read. But if you look at the before and after pictures, he looks much better after. So I feel like you could just find someone else based on how he looked before and how he looks today. I think it'd be pretty easy for him to find someone.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm thinking, I read something about this. I believe it's in China, this man married a woman who had undergone a lot of cosmetic procedures and looked like the Swan.
Is this the one who sued?
But sued her because the babies came out ugly because she. Can you imagine?
No, that.
Can you
doing that to somebody? No. Rude. How rude. And then how do the children feel? These ugly babies.
Okay, I was going to say something, but I won't. But yeah, that's the most disturbing part of the story to me is that what this man is doing to other women in the name of trying to, what is he? Because my question is, like, if I could talk to him, is like, what do you think you're saving for her? Like, she's destroyed. She's witnessed you do this. The trauma, the physical trauma of the procedures fail. Can you imagine? Like getting a face transplant, multiple, and you think they're going to stick and you think you're going to be normal.
And then it rots off your face.
And then it rejects. And you have to watch it rot off of your face.
Oh, yeah, no.
And then go through it again, except instead of getting legit donations from like people who wanted to donate, your dad is abducting and killing women. This woman is going to be broken no matter what.
Well, and I think, she's a troubling character as well because she's aware of what he's doing, but, eventually she does the right thing. It's a film about people that really aren't doing the right thing.
Well, and I don't blame her because, I mean, I guess the trauma of what I've been through, and then my dad is doing this, because when we first meet her, she's laying in bed fully depressed, which makes sense to me. Okay. Oh, go ahead.
Alida Valli, we haven't really talked about.
Go ahead.
Well, you know her from Suspiria, and as a bedridden mother superior in one of my favorite, I guess, nunsploitation films, Killer Nun. But she worked for Hitchcock in the parodying case. She was in Carol Reed's Third Man. Beautiful Italian. That was going to be kind of a major Hollywood star, it looked like, and then a terrible scandal that led to rumors of drugs and sex orgies kind of ruined her career in Hollywood for a while. But she worked very steadily and with a lot of incredibly notable directors. Visconti, Bertolucci, died in her 80s, but I've always found her really fascinating. Also her life story, because the scandal had something, I think she was dating this musician and he was implicated in the murder of a model, which was information that was really hard to find back when I first started reading about her years and years ago. But I find her fascinating. So this is, 1960. So this is about 7 years after that scandal. And I thought she had a really interesting, but busy career in a lot of genre films.
Well, you already talked about Pedro Almodovar's The Skin I Live In. And of course, Michael Myers' Mask in Halloween. And apparently John Woo's Face Off was inspired by this. Okay. And then I was looking up fun facts. Of course, the censors were freaked out because of the face removal scene. And apparently people fainted at like a premiere in Brussels.
Oh, no.
The doves, those birds, And the dogs represent purity and vengeance, which I didn't think about until just now.
Oh, sure.
That the doves, because I was thinking, why do we have these doves here? But I was looking up like if I could buy that mask, and I can't find it.
It's a great Halloween costume.
That'd be a fantastic.
You'd have to make your own. I bet there's a way you could do it. Some plastic.
Well, probably like a 3D mask.
Mm-hmm.
I would like one. The P.O. box is listed below if someone wants to send Eyes Without a Face mask.
I love that she's depressed in her room, but she's still doing her hair.
Because I could find a wig and cut it to look like her hair,
Mhm.
and then just get a fabulous like coat to put on. Yeah, I think that'd be a great costume for next year.
There you go.
For next year. What would you give Eyes Without a Face?
I mean, I fell in love with this film the first time I saw it, and this is probably maybe the fourth time I've seen it. I looked. The last time was Halloween 2013. Was the last time I watched this movie, but I absolutely love it. I think it's horrific and poetic and odd and incredibly dark, but also human. So to me, there's nothing I don't love about it. It's a 5 for me. It might be an emotional 5, but I love it.
I did have a problem with the story a little bit, particularly the end.
It's very efficient storytelling.
It did feel very abrupt.
Whereas,
like, oh, he's dead. The dogs bit him. Because I was expecting them to at least have ripped off his face or something.
Compared to the screenwriter's Vertigo, which I had a lot of problems with the mechanics of that story. I think Vertigo is an excellent film in its own right, but some elements of that script make no sense to me. But this I don't feel that way about.
I also wish that the assistant, if I could change this classic iconic movie, but the assistant Louise, I really wanted to understand what he did for her. And if I were to change it, I think I would have had Louise, like her procedures are not done yet. So he's sort of like dangling this carrot in front of her. Like, if you help me, I'll finish.
Yeah, kind of like a Dracula Renfield situation.
Something like maybe a big patch of her skin is not quite healed and he keeps having to work on it. Or like we see a scene with her like fixing her face because it's not fully.
Almost like with the exsanguination thing, almost vampiric, but instead of ingesting blood, they have to remove blood.
Yeah, something that would keep the assistant helping him. Because if I'm fully healed my new face, I'm telling on you. Like, I can't keep killing these women. I can't.
We had to remove all the mirrors, and she's like, I can still see my face in the wood and the glass. And did you notice all the frame picture of Edith Scobb around? Like Jacques has some, and
anyway, I would give this movie 4 out of 5.
Okay.
I'll go through some comments. Does anyone have an opinion about how Joseph felt about movies before he met Nick? I have an opinion. If you care to know.
Oh, he'll tell you.
Well, I just wasn't into film as much or at all. I think maybe like the 4 year, well, like the 3 years before I met you, maybe I went to the theater like once or twice, maybe.
Yeah, that's.
And then I did have a Netflix account where they would mail the discs, and I would get movies, hold on to them, forget about them, put them in, watch 10 minutes, take it out. I'd watch movies on double speed.
To my horror, you'd be like, yeah, I'll just watch that double speed. Or I'll just read about it.
Or it's just easier to read about it. It's faster.
No.
So I would I'd get an idea, because I think I had the plan where I only get one movie at a time. So then I would get the disc, sit on it for a week, and then think, oh, I want to watch something else, and just return it. So I didn't really care about movies that much, and I didn't watch TV either.
And you'd always be like, just tell me how it ends. Like, oh, no.
Oh, I hate when I want answers and someone's trying to control them. Like, I'm not an adult and know what I want. But
that's my parents' fault. They beat me about.
And then when I first met you, and obviously you were super into film, it was fun exploring new things.
Oh, yes.
I think that the fun of it has left the building, but every now and then I discover things that I can't believe I had never seen. And
same. I mean,
but those moments are few and far between, where the first year or so was so exciting to watch. I really didn't know. some things I watched, I'm like, I can't believe this is a movie that was made. And I
Mhm.
didn't know, like, that people don't talk about it more.
I think that's what we're always, people that cinephiles are always searching for, that moment of discovery.
I find Deborah Kerr truly incredible in The Innocents, one of the best performances I've ever seen.
She is excellent in it. Yeah, but that'll probably have to end up being a podcast film.
The Billy Idol song, I am familiar with that song.
Oh yes, 1984. What a very good year. Love Billy Idol. Apparently, I think it's his girlfriend is singing in the background, and she says the French language title of the film.
This is someone's first time catching a live. Welcome. Pierre Brasseur's son was also a very notable actor. He plays the young detective in this film. Oh,
that's right. Yeah.
There is a similar film by Almodovar, The Skin We Live In.
Mm-hmm. You've never seen that?
This with Antonio Banderas?
Mm-hmm.
No, I haven't.
And God, I'm forgetting her name. I'm forgetting the lead actor's name who goes through the transition.
It's someone else's first time live. Welcome. Yeah, I was truly shocked that the cops weren't staking out the hospital after sending in the decoy. Like, we just hoping for the best. Right. When she leaves or gets taken, and then we see Jacques, the younger doctor, call them, and they're just sitting at their desk like they didn't know that they put some woman's life in danger.
Well, and then Jacques is leaving the clinic at the same time, and Brasseur is like, you can follow them out. And then they're talking in the parking lot, and he's like, I guess I was wrong. She was able to leave the hospital.
Oh, the director Franju is also famous for a very disturbing and very graphic documentary about slaughterhouses called Blood of the Beast.
That's right. He started out as a documentarian, and I think had a couple. I've never seen that, actually. But yeah.
Oh, Face Off also has white birds flying around.
I can't believe.
I don't know that I've seen Face Off.
That's strange to me. I haven't seen it since 1997. But
I would watch Face Off.
Travolta.
Is it funny?
Yeah, it's Travolta and Nick Cage and Gina Gershon and Joan Allen, who I remember looked startlingly thin.
Oh, that's a good point. It feels like, related to the movie, it feels more about his professional pride than the well-being of his daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think morality is escaping him, but I think...
Oh, yeah, he's Island of Dr. Moreau. I said Mengele. He's completely inhumane.
Which, again, is, I think, the scariest. This film is very effective because it's relying more on the idea of what's happening than showing us gruesome things. And
well, yeah, all you need to do is hear the part where they're pondering about Christiane's face and how she'd been stuck in that river and she was waterlogged and the rats got to her. It's like, oh, God, trauma.
Oh, someone loves my laugh.
Oh,
do you love my laugh?
Of course. I would prefer your laugh than to your screams.
I don't scream. You've heard me scream before?
You raise your voice.
That's not screaming.
Okay. Sure. I mean, it's not George and Martha Who's Afraid of Virginia.
Don't
Woolf
tell lies
here,
on this recording.
I
don't scream.
I'm being funny.
There was a funny advertisement that played. What was it? Why did you guys decide to get married?
Why are you reading it that way?
I don't think it's an aggressive question, but it's like to just out of context. Like, why did you decide to get married? And what was your wedding celebration like?
We eloped.
What? They're married? Yeah.
17 years now.
Yeah. Why? Love.
Hey, it's true. It's true. It was love.
Well, also, I'm not going to be laid up with someone and not have any... I need some paperwork. I'm getting some benefits. I'm getting some... Everyone's different, but...
Had quite the dowry.
No. I'm not the type of married person who thinks everyone should get married or be in a relationship. So that's not where I'm coming from, but I do think
No, you have to do it for yourselves if it's meaningful to you.
I do think if you're going to invest in someone, might as well go all the way.
I mean, if you like it, then you better put a ring on it, right? I don't know. Like, tell me, show me.
To me, it's strange to be laid up with someone playing house for like 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and like.
And then you can just leave and not
you could just
owe me
leave.
money.
You could just leave. Like, I mean, how many people do I know who, once the lease on their apartment is up, they like that's all they were waiting for to leave. And again, everyone's different.
That's
but
true.
I also had the idea that probably want to build something with someone. So you got to start like, but I don't think everyone should get married.
No,
I don't know that I should be married, but
it's not an answer to anything either. But
have you seen the movie Aniara?
No, I don't believe. My mind's going to Anora. I know that's not what you're probably talking about.
Oh, maybe they are talking about Anora.
I don't know. Let me look. I don't believe so, though. Oh, and Pierre Brasseur's son is Claude was his name, but yes.
Will we be doing a Halloween live? I thought this was the Halloween live. Well, what would we do for Halloween? What day is Halloween?
Friday.
It's a Friday?
Yeah, Friday the 31st. Aniara is a 2018 film, a sci-fi movie. I have not seen that, but that does look interesting. Swedish.
I don't know what we would do for Halloween. Oh, because didn't we do Chucky with those wigs?
We did.
Oh.
Those uncomfortable, ugly wigs. My God.
Well, if someone sends 2 eyes without a face masks, I can do...
Well, I have a new wig this year because I'm going to be Patty Hearst.
If someone sends eyes without a face masks in time, then if I get 2 of those masks, we could do Face Off for Halloween. No?
Yeah, do it.
Or The Skin I Live In.
I'd love to rewatch it. Both those.
Or is there another movie about like face transplant?
The Mask with Jim Carrey.
No, The Mask with Cher and my friend Eric Stoltz.
That's just Mask.
Oh, Mask.
That's not a horror film.
When I was a kid, that damn kid scared the hell out of me.
How was that, 85? Yeah.
If I met him today, it wouldn't bother me. But as a kid, that shit was scary as hell.
I used to work with his niece, Eric Stoltz.
That's right. As far as a Halloween costume, doesn't Sephora sell those at-home masks people use for Oh, you know what?
Or what Emma Stone is wearing in that scene in Begonia as well. You remember?
That's what they're talking about,
Okay,
infrared mask.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I didn't even think about that you could just get, that could be an option. Just don't turn it on. Well, you wouldn't be able to, but, yeah. Well, I don't want to do any of the work. So if someone wants to send me the mask. Okay. Face Off is one of my favorite guilty pleasures. Work.
Definitely a guilty pleasure.
Oh, I lost track. Hope we get around to The Innocents at some point.
We will.
Oh.
I own it.
Well, someone can make it a Patreon selection. I don't know if it's the lighting, but both your skin are giving. Thank you, I think. You sound surprised.
Somebody wrote about Under the Skin, the Jonathan Glazer film with Scarlett Johansson. That was my favorite film of 2014. Excellent film.
Are we going to review Pelion? I don't know what that is.
Yes, you do. We talked about it. Alexander Skarsgård,
the gay movie.
The Bond and Dom film that premiered in
with
Cannes.
Matt Smith? No.
Alexander Skarsgård and what's that guy from Harry Potter?
Yeah, he's in the movie where he plays Edgar Allan Poe.
The hard blue eye. What was that called? Christian Bale.
Love the Chucky live. We have been drinking during that live. And I think it was especially obvious with you that we have been drinking.
Why?
You might want to rewatch that live. Patty Hearst. Oh my God, so funny. Can't wait for the worst hair 2025 list.
Yes, it'll be Patty Hearst's famous image under the SLA flag, but I will not be touting. I'm not carrying around a fake machine gun because I don't want to be involved with any authorities while I'm out.
Jesus Franco made a movie called Faceless that is some sort of a remake of this movie.
I was reading about that. I have not seen that. Franco, who has a vast filmography, I've seen a few. I can't even recall which titles off the top of my head, but a lot of Franco stuff. I mean, it's about the visual experience than the narrative in a lot of ways, and they're usually kind of sleazy and sexy. But well, depends on what you find sexy. But yeah, Franco's not a go-to filmmaker for me. But yeah, I should catch up with that.
Have we reviewed Texas Chainsaw Massacre? I mean that. Wow.
I feel like I had to rewatch it for some.
Oh, we did it for that YouTube channel where we talked about our first scary movie.
That was Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Oh, that was. Oh, yeah. So I don't think we've done Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I think we rewatched it when I got a Blu-ray I had to review.
Yeah, we just watched it for fun.
Mm-hmm. None of that anymore.
Oh, the original scary movie. Wasn't I saying not too long ago I wanted to watch before it was announced we're going to get a new one? I think I was saying I wanted to.
Yeah, it's been forever. I would watch that
because I know I watched the fourth one. I rewatched that recently. Well,
somebody just asked about have I seen Lauren? Is that a 1989 film about children missing? That I have not, but that sounds really good.
I think this was a productive live.
Well,
do you have something else you want to say? I think we did a good job.
Yes, great.
Oh, someone was rewatching our review for Whitefire.
God. Yeah, we haven't done Blu-rays in a long time.
Oh.
Whitefire is special, though. Fred Williamson.
Well, I'll think about a Halloween live. If something special comes along, then maybe. But otherwise, we have some stuff coming. Oh, we have to record the podcast. That's why I'm in a hurry.
We do have to record the podcast. I think we're supposed to see The Secret Agent tomorrow.
Oh. Thank you, Travis. Should I say to give people a treat of what the secret movie? Do people want to know what the secret movie is tomorrow? For anyone who stayed this long?
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping you two would review the Cursed movie.
The Wes Craven, Christina Ricci werewolf movie. We own that.
Oh.
That's actually kind of a lot of fun. I think we rewatched it because there's a director's cut.
You know, I've started Young Frankenstein more than once.
Oh, I love that.
And I never finished it. I think, you know what I need to do? If it's playing in a cute theater somewhere, that would probably be the ideal scenario.
I think that's my favorite Mel Brooks. God, Madeline Kahn, Cloris Leachman, Rob Luker.
Someone sent us the box set of Interview with a Vampire, the TV show, and we watched the first season.
We watched until Claudia's little ass, and then
we watched until that girl with that horrible accent popped up.
I don't think she came back for season 2.
But people told me that, yeah, she's gone for season 2, and then now there's a new series, something about Lestat.
Is there? Okay.
Yeah, because I saw clips that were kind of cool. Thank you, art lover. Oh, the secret film tomorrow is the 2025 film Vicious, starring Dakota Fanning. That didn't have the impact I expected.
The Will Wheaton movie, The Curse. Yeah, we own that, and I've seen it. And there's a sequel. We have The Curse. Is it just called The Curse 2? We have those movies.
Can you go to any of the movie festivals as a pedestrian and see the movies, or do you have to be in the industry? No. Some of them allow you to just buy tickets.
I think you can at all of them. It's just that the can makes it kind of hard because you're going to public red carpet screenings and you have to wear fancy clothes, like a tuxedo as a male and high heels and a dress as a woman. But Berlin, super easy. Toronto is incredibly easy to go to.
Toronto was like, there were people waiting in lines, and I just couldn't.
Keep in mind those tickets are expensive.
Yeah, they're more expensive than a regular movie ticket.
A gala screening in Toronto, like, well, back when I used to pay, which has been, the last time I did that was 2010. Those would go for $50 back then. I'm not paying that now. So I will only go as accredited press. But
all right, we're going to wrap this up. Happy Halloween if we don't have a live. Maybe we will. And we'll have a podcast tomorrow.
Yes.
And we'll have movies we watch for fun on Patreon.
Dakota.
If people don't follow us on Patreon, they should, because
we talk a lot of shit on there.
Well, there's a lot of content on there.
Yes.
And even if you follow for free, because Nick will sponsor reviews, and those are free to everyone.
Yeah, I pay for things that I want him to watch that I've found difficult to get him to.
So yeah, you don't have to pay to be a Patreon to still get access to some things. But I think we have a lot of good content on there.
Mm-hmm.
And I like money. So thank you, everyone. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Mais non.
All right, ta-ta.